Awesome. Yes. So I am recording. I'm sharing my screen. Good morning, everybody. Today we are talking about cover letters, and I. This is weird. Okay. Yes. So what is a cover letter? A lot of times, companies. Okay, let's leave it here. So a lot of times, companies do one of two things. They would say, "Oh, why am I giving? I'm not giving theoretical speech now. Let's make it practical." Okay, so one of the two things they usually would do is that they would say, attach a cover letter to your CV. Sometimes they would say, give us a summary of your profile, just tell us about yourself or something really cool and whatnot. Other times they would say, send us a mail. Okay, so these are the three cases. Sometimes they would say, attach your, let me do digital marketing worldwide. We are not doing easy apply. No, we are taking off easy apply. Okay, so let's see. I don't want easy apply, bro. Why is it that when I don't want easy apply? Good. So apply. Let's say I wanted to apply for this job. Apply with my resume. Good. Do you see? So example is this type of job where they say put in your name, put in your email, put in your resume, put in your phone number, your cover letter. Now, in this case, your cover letter is simply your pitch letter. Okay, it's the information you use to pitch for that role. In this place, your cover letter has to be done in a way that you are able to really sell yourself. When the HR person or whoever is reading your cover letter reads your cover letter, you want them to be able to feel your experience in your choice of words. You want them to be able to know that, oh, this person seems competent in this particular field that we are employing them for. Okay, so your cover letter is literally your sales pitch. Okay, now if you ask me what is a sales pitch, I want to be sure you can see my screen, please. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Yes. So a sales pitch is a message or a sales script designed to lead your prospect to a certain action. Okay. A sales pitch sets the tone for the entire customer relationship. So getting your pitch right is essential for a successful sale. This is basically what your cover letter is. It's basically a way of you setting yourself to get them to schedule you for an interview. So in your sales pitch, there has to be some level of creativity when it comes to your cover letter. And that's because a lot of times people write their cover letters to be very generic. Okay? They usually go, precious Lord, where can I find some cover letters? Oh, I don't have my Jobberman account anymore. I think I put out an ad on Jobberman one time where people will be sending me cover letters. Let's see if I can find examples of cover letters. But if I can't, I'll still just show you about. I'll still share mine with you though. So, you see in this, in this, oh, that's true. Today we started early. You see that in this application, they are asking for a cover letter. Please, even if they say optional, it's not optional. As long as the thing is there, please put in your cover letter, okay? Now, you see that this case is different from another case, possibly where they would want the. Why am I just saying, Lord Jesus, what's going on? Okay, no, let's remove remote. Let's just remove. I'm not necessarily looking for. I'm trying to see filters. Easy apply off. I don't want the one with easy apply. I want the one that tells me to go to a website. Okay, good. Apply. Let's see this one. So, like I said, there are usually three ways I have seen people apply the use of a cover letter. One is sometimes you would have to write it in your application. Number two is that sometimes you have to attach it as a file. And number three is that sometimes you have to use that as your email copy. So you have some applications where they say, if you're interested in this role, send us your email. What you do is that the copy in that email would be the cover letter, okay? That's basically your sales pitch. And then you then attach your CV to that email. Does everyone understand that part? So, does everyone understand that part I just mentioned, especially when it comes to emails?
Please come again.
Yes. Okay. So, what can I do? Oh, I can show you my. How can I do this? Okay, let me see if I can. Oh, good. I would even get to that point. Let me see. You can see my screen, Abby. This is my email. I want to see some of the good, beautiful, beautiful. I applied to this job, esther@it.com, in a year ago. Wow, in 2023, September 11th. Okay. I saw the job ad. The job ad said, we want someone for performance marketing. I actually got this job because I worked with IT earlier this year too. They are one of the people currently owing me some, I think they're owing me like 400K because they couldn't pay salary at one point. Yes, they are. So, the job application, you know, those job application you would normally see online. The person says, oh, if you're interested in this role, send a mail to esther@it.ng. Okay. Now, this is my cover letter, but it is what is used as the body of the email. Okay. Then here I now attached my portfolio and my CV. Let me even check the CV I used that time. Yeah, this was the CV I used. I was still at Wild Dreams, yes. Okay. And then this is the portfolio I used. Oh, okay, it's loading. Can you see my screen? I just want to be sure you can see all of these paparazzi things.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay, aside from Wisdom, can anybody else see what I'm showing them?
Yes, sir.
You can see? But
Yes,
you
sir.
can see. Awesome.
Yes, sir, I can see.
Awesome. So now, this is my cover letter, okay? But this is used as the body of the email. Do you understand? So now it says quite something. I will talk about how I crafted this, but a lot of times people's cover letters, in my experience, are usually very generic. You hear them say, "Dear HR," oh precious Lord, where can I see people that sent me this thing now? It's paining me. I would have wanted to show you. Okay, let's even check online. Cover letter samples. Okay. Let me just see. We are looking at marketing today. So let's see. Let me see if there's anything for marketing. Okay. Marketing, digital marketing specialist. I want to just see what they wrote. Not be say I want build letter. Open link, not open link, open image. Good. Can you see? Let me see if I can make this zoom in. Good. Can you see this? People talk to me. No, I'm going to close. Can you see this screen of Tamika Mejia Flagadush?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So, with Tamika Flagadush, this is just a cover letter sample. Okay. In this case, this cover letter is going to be printed because I will talk about that also, no worries. How your cover letter looks if they ask you to put it in a document. Okay, so usually this is how it looks like. You have your name, your email address, your phone number, your address, if they're sending it for that, the date, then the name of the the people the company you are writing to. Sometimes you can get the name of the HR person, the hiring manager, the head of that department. Sometimes you may not, and you may just call this human resource, and then the name of the company, the address of the company, and possibly the email address of that they tell you to mail to, right? So here, this is what I usually see a lot of times when it comes to how cover letters are done. They usually make it very generic and straight to the point. Dear Mrs. Klaus, Cross, whatever. I'm writing to express my strong interest in this position, yada yada. While I'm a new graduate, I do this, I do this. During my time, I engaged in this and this. Thank you for your consideration. It's a lot of times very generic. Why am I saying it's generic? Is because this is what many people would also do. It will usually follow this pattern as if it's usually very formal. There is no flair, there is no finesse, there is no style to creativity, there is no joke in it. It's usually very serious and rigid. And because this is a sales pitch, remember I said that your cover letter is basically your sales pitch. How you present yourself, how you describe your role already positions you either positively or negatively. Because now your sales pitch, listen very carefully to this, your sales pitch will determine how the HR person would perceive you. So if you write something that every other person writes without any bit of creativity or flair, it is now a lot more challenging for you to stand out. Okay, so this is just a sample. I think I'll leave this one here, but let me put this back to the normal size. I want to find something for, okay, I can close this. I want to find something for, this is for hospital. Hold on, this is something apply. I don't want the one for nurse. We are not nurses here. No. Oh, this is it yet. Good. So free digital marketing specialist cover letter sample. Okay, so there's a sample here. Let's see if I can view all. No, let's see this. Let me see if I can view this. Now it says, Dear Mrs. Benito. Okay. With this letter, can you see this? I want to be sure you can already see my screen, people.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So, dear Mrs. Benito, with this letter and attached resume, okay, I would like to express my sincere interest in the digital marketing specialist position you have available. As an accomplished and result-oriented professional with 12 years of excellent experience providing digital marketing campaigns to achieve all these things is just boring. Highly skilled in conceptualizing and implementing innovative digital marketing initiatives to boost impact and expansion. This is what we call marketing buzzwords. Okay, it's a buzzword. So a buzzword is basically the ability to say a lot of things without saying anything. It's the ability to say a lot of nothing. It's one of the biggest problems we have in marketing. And it's something you need to be good at. You need to be able to know the marketing lingo. The thing with that is, as you continue to be in marketing, you would know the lingo. All this conceptualizing, implementing, innovative, digital. Let me even check if collaboration will be written. It's here. You see collaboration. I told you that last time. It's a include this in digital marketing skills, collaboration. You see this thing? Marketing buzzwords. This is LinkedIn grammar right here. So let's continue with the marketing buzzwords. Okay. So where was I? I think this is what I will do. Let me stop. Hold on. So that if I can also come here without disrupting the flow. Yes, you can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so that if I come to check here, the flow is not disrupted. So the marketing buzzwords now. This person is highly skilled in conceptualizing and implementing innovative digital marketing initiatives to yada, yada, yada. The following achievements demonstrates my qualification for this position. Excelling as an integral member of a particular company that she worked with, Boss B, for the past 12 years. Then played a key role in 36% increase, contributing to the generation of 43 million in pipeline, thinking outside the box to generate lead. All of this is just marketing crap. But yes, you would need to be able to say all of this, right? So this itself becomes a sample of a cover letter. However, let me now tell you what makes me stand out and how I decided to craft my own cover letter. I saw something one time on Splash Careers. I hope it is still there. There was a time when I wanted to apply to Unsplash. So if you know what Unsplash is, it's basically like It's actually a stock photo company, and they have some. I think you know it was Wisdom. Wisdom, were you the one that told me about Unsplash, or was it Debo? I think it was you. If it's not you, it's probably Debo. It's basically a stock photo company that is like your Adobe Stock, your Pexels, Pixabay, whatever it's called. And I think it was Wisdom. When they started out, they were looking to employ people. And somehow, I don't know, I kind of stumbled upon the site. Okay. Now, they did something wickedly creative. When I say wickedly creative, I mean absolutely gobsmackingly creative. Where they say, if you want to apply to us, don't send us a CV. Don't send us a resume. You see it here. If you want to work with us at all we want to see is a message from you. Please don't send a resume. Instead, tell us who you are, show us relevant things you've done, you're excited about. So apparently, to apply to Unsplash, one of the very top companies in stock photos, for you to apply to this company, you don't even need to send a resume. You don't need to send a CV. You don't even need to send a portfolio. What this company wants is that all they want from you is your cover letter. And they will decide who they would pick for an interview based on what you write. It's quite interesting, don't you think? Let me hear from people. What do you think about this type of job application where they don't want your CV? This becomes very contradictory to all the things you've been told about how you need to get plenty certifications, how you need to get you speak shortly, how you need to get plenty certifications, how you need to come out with first class upper grade, and plenty things. Wisdom, yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, for the opportunity.
Thank
Good
you,
morning,
sir.
everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I think for this type of job and its application, they they want to see who is truly coming to work for them. They want to see how creative you are, because CVs, resume can be generated or can be like created by anybody for it to look good. But now they want to see the person, like they want to know how creative you are and how you'll be able to impute into their team. Because since they are like a company that deals with photo and illustration and all this kind of thing, they are dealing more with creatives rather than the regular people that just come into office and white collar. And
Yep.
so they want to see how creative you are and how, like, yeah, mostly for creativity.
Exactly. That's perfect. Thank you so much. So these people want to test your creativity, right? And then imagine that you wanted to work in this type of company, and besides, Unsplash pays very well. Imagine you wanted to work in this type of company, and they tell you, boom, don't send us your resume. Now I want to find something. There was a post I saw. I'm hoping this is the link. Yes, this is the link. It's a Medium post. I don't want this. Why they said they don't want a resume? Okay, let me see. First off, yes, awesome. I'm going to send this link to people later. I'm going to send this link on the group. Okay, why I didn't look at your resume, by Michael Cho. I think Michael Cho is the founder. Yes, is the founder and the CEO of Unsplash. Okay, now I would not read all of this. Okay, but I'm frustrated. Okay, let me just go through it. I've worked in the online industry for 9 years as the founder in the past 5. I spend off my day going through the emails in our company hiring email inbox. I log in full of optimism. 497 messages. So let's assume 497 people applied for that job. Yeah, he says to himself, there's got to be someone awesome in here. We just need to find them. But by the 10th email, my optimism fades. And that's very true. So you see cases where even when I put out the job ad for this new person, I got maybe 50 something applications, right? And maybe I should also do a video on that. Just go through the applications we saw, and also maybe I would do that. I think I should. And then I went through it, and you would expect to see some really creative people, and what you see is just rubbish. No offense to them. A lot of them being crap. The emails will be poorly written, like this one says. Do you see? Emails are so poorly written, my stats words. Right? So, yada, 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 yada. You would read all of this data. It then goes to talk about the red flags of hiring. Apply for a marketing position without having a Twitter profile is a red flag. Apply as this, and it just talks about other things. Even talked about why sir or madam, like why this is a red flag. For example, if you start your email with the way it will concern us, dear sir or madam, the formalist of formal greetings. This tells me you're doing research at a company and you don't value a personal touch, which is true, right? So another thing is when you want to do I think I should just even talk about this in terms of the cover letter now. When you want to do your cover letter, you make it personal. The secret to a sales pitch or the secret to a cover letter is that you want to personally connect to someone personally. I will explain. Meaning you want to use the person of yourself to connect to the person that is going to be reading that. There has to be that emotional connection of some sort, or that personal connection, something that just makes the person feel that, I feel like this person knows what's up. Right? So if you go and do the dear sir, dear ma'am, it just feels very generic, like I said earlier. Okay, so yes, and you can also apply to people directly. You would read all of this data. I don't want to go through all of this, right? You see this one? You see this where it says, I think I'm rushing it. Let's start from the beginning. On the red flags this guy considers in hiring, okay? Things you should not do. Number one is if you apply for a marketing position without having a Twitter profile. Okay? Now, which is why in this case I told you, it goes on to say if you are not building a following on at least one online network, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or whatever, which in this case can also be LinkedIn. This was done in 2015, by the way, okay? That's when he wrote this, in 2015. So, modern day now, if you don't have a following, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn or Twitter, it gives the impression that you are behind the curve. Or in fact, if this one even says going to network events and getting a degree and having a profile on LinkedIn is not in the bar, it's below the bar. Interesting. So it's even say that even if it's just LinkedIn you are not there yet, and that could be true, right? So we might even consider having another platform. For me, I only use LinkedIn. I'm not big on Facebook, Instagram, and those ones is more personal. I definitely do not even use Twitter most of the time. But we might also consider that for a designer, if you apply as a designer or a developer without a personal portfolio or examples of anything you've made, this is also a red flag. If you start your email with to whom it may concern, this is also a red flag because it doesn't invoke any sense of personal touch. This guy also prefers that if you apply to the general inbox, you can also mail some of the guys in the companies personally, or even mail him, write me or one of my teammates directly too. Right? So, then if there's a major spelling mistake in your cover letter, please, I just got to beg you, this is a serious mistake. Don't try it. Okay? Only attaching a PDF and leaving your email blank. Let me read this part. It says, did you even try? Attaching your resume with no words written in your email makes me feel that you're probably sending your resume around to hundreds of companies hoping to see if one bites. It feels inhuman. No, it doesn't feel inhuman. It also feels like you want to use the company. Remember, companies don't like being used. They want it to be like, oh, you love us so much. You did not apply to any other company. You only applied to us. They are like girls sometimes. Like let's say you have a girl, maybe she's not your girlfriend, maybe just a friend, and you buy her a gift, a very nice necklace, right? She will tell you, oh, you're so caring, you care about me, I love how you think about me, you're like a brother to me. Okay, if you now buy the same gift to another girl and she finds out, automatically it just feels like what you bought her wasn't worth anything. That's the way companies behave too. That's the way companies behave. Right? They don't want you, but they don't want. I'm talking about those guys that are now witches, the ones that have put you in the friend zone. that they don't want you, but they don't want any other girl to have you. You know those special advisors to, let me not swear for them. That's how companies are. So they need to feel like you want to die for them. So a lot of times, even in companies, they will ask you, "Are you applying to other roles?" Please tell them no. Don't tell them you are. Tell them no. Tell them that it's just you. Like I actually, when I was applying initially, or I wasn't even applying, or rather, you can just say, I had always just been waiting for an opportunity to apply here. And so once the opportunity came, I actually did not apply to any other country, any other company, because I really want to work in this company. They want to hear that. They are like girls that want to use you. Okay? Sorry to the girl on the call. But I hope you understand that part of not, of treating them like they're the only egg in the basket. Okay? Now, number 7, your email lacks clarity, which is so true. Stop wasting words. Stop saying things about yourself, things you've made and now you could contribute. Not just this. This is why, you see this thing with clarity now. This is why this email, where's that one I saw? This one about excelling, conceptualizing, implementing innovative flagadushi. This thing. This is what 90% of people will do. Right? But it is just a waste of words. All this conceptualizing and crap is nonsense. This part where they now talk about play the key role, contributing this. Yes, this part is important because it talks about how they contributed to that company, right? But it still feels very generic. Okay? Now, this one, asking if you are open to working with good people because you are good instead of sharing what you've done. This is just crap. Don't even try it. Saying IT when referring to software technology. Do you see this part? I'm an IT professional. I am techie oriented, IT specialist. All these things is rubbish. It is what? Rubbish. Because it's a lot of times it just feels outdated. Someone raised up their hand. Okay, no. My mom just commented on the use of. What did I say? Moti Tabon. What did mommy say? Tell me on mute or text. I actually would wait until I hear what mommy said. Moti Tabon. I have done. Dun. What did mommy say? Fisayo, this meeting, see, all of you should just tell Fisayo to talk. She said I was using big English. Yes. Okay, exactly. Okay. Oh, mommy liked it. Mommy, I'm your boy, please. Thank you, ma, for the opportunity. Tell mommy I said hi, by the way, Fisayo. Okay. So, all this continuing, say IT is professional, IT oriented. Don't use unnecessarily big grammar. Don't use, what's that thing called? Buzzwords. Okay? Using cliche, thank you. That's what I was just about to talk about. Using cliche no one understands. All this, I am very goal-oriented, task-oriented, concept. Where's that one? Implementing innovative digital strategies initiative that we don't even understand what it means. Right? Please, in your words, you don't start using cliches that nobody understands but they are popular. Right? So, good. Then number 13, linking to a Word document that asks what you could have written in the email. This is why I say when you are sending out emails, you don't need to now attach your cover letter as a file. You just write it in the email. Do you understand? Then over formatting your email, yes, no need to over format it. Make it simple. Then this. Okay? So, let me now tell you about some very creative emails I saw. That's some very creative cover letters. In fact, this was where I now crafted my own cover letter from. It was from this exact link that I'm going to send to you later. Okay? So, you would get to read some of these. This part, this one on look, product designer, I, and the one from Luke, this one from this guy. These are some of the most creative emails he had gotten, cover letters, by the way. Okay, now I'm going to talk about this one. Is a personal one. The person, he knows this guy personally, so let's not do this one. Let's do this. Okay. Luke is a product designer. When Luke first wrote, he shared a wide range of skills and interests. At the time, we're a small team of 4 founders. So we're looking for people that could jump in on a lot of different things. And if they didn't know something, they'll be open to learning it. We could tell from Luke's message that he was eager to apply what he knew. You see, he could tell from the message that Luke sent that he was eager to apply what he knew, learn what he didn't, and do anything to help move the company forward. Now, he also need this email by linking to an awesome introduction page he made just for us. Now, see the subject. The subject says, I could be your fifth. Now, he's saying I could be your fifth because he knows that there are only 4 people working in the company. That is now spice. And he goes, hey, I'm Luke, a 22-year-old designer and engineer in my last semester of engineering at McGill's. Wisdom, McGill's.
Like, why?
In 2010, McGill's. Yes, I saw your blog post saying you were looking for a developer, and while I'm good on the front end side, while I'm good on the front end of sites, I more consider myself a designer. I love JavaScript, CSS, and anything UX, UI, user anything. I thought I'd wait until I saw a job posting about needing a designer, but then you went and said Montreal Sunny, and I figured I could call. If you could call Montreal Sunny, then maybe you could call me a developer. That's actually a pun, and I will explain PUN. So it's like saying the place wasn't sunny. How do I explain this? Let's say I go to Ekiti now. Ekiti is clouded, and I'm like, this place is too cold. And you're like, this place that is hot. If you call this place cold, then that means, it's Ekiti cold. Let me now call it hot. It's just a play of words, exactly. It's just a play of words. It's like saying, if you could call. Okay, for example, I don't like eating spicy food, right? But people of Yoruba land, when God was creating them, He created pepper beside them, right? So imagine me saying, oh my God, that rice I ate was spicy. And then you go, if you said this rice is spicy, then it also means you can call me a developer now, right? So it's just that creativity, right? So that said, I do think we could work on some pretty cool stuff together. Now he begins to talk about what he can do. I'm getting into user experience. You name it, I've read it, thought about it in practices. I'm fluent in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and the accompanying other stuff. I'm also very handy with the camera, this. I currently work full-time at McGill's Athletic as their graphic designer while taking my last 2 courses at McGill's, but I'm looking for something this. So you can see how, okay, I could have even just opened this here and then made it bigger for you to see. Okay, right? I don't want to take much of your time. Tomorrow is a big day, and just say I'm sure you are busy. So if you're interested, I make a quick introduction about me and do this. If not, thanks for the time and keep me in mind if a position ever feels filled out or you need a hand. Pretty sure I live down the street from you guys. Thanks. So this is just one of the really, oh precious Lord, I was getting it from here actually. Don't worry, you will get this link and you will read all of this in details. Okay. So this one, Mali, head of happiness. This is where I thieved my own from, past tense of thievery. Okay, she said, I want to be a happiness concierge. Okay, she said, Mali hooked us from the first line. Although this email might look a bit on the longer side, why am I not reading well? I'm trying to rush fast, so I'm reading off P. Okay, let's take it slow. Maddie hooked us from the first line. Although this email might look a bit on the longer side, it told a great story of her background, interest, and things she had done. We stayed excited all through and couldn't wait to speak with her. Then she writes, I want to be a happiness concierge. When someone asks me what I do for a living, the only thing I want to say right now is I'm a happiness concierge. This job description just looks so perfectly for me, starting right at the top with the 2 dash fronts playing in the grass. First off, I feel like what I currently do is similar to what your company needs. That the company was called Oomph. Okay, I work in marketing as it is, and I do this. And then another reason I think I'll be a happiness concierge is I'm a very reactive person. I almost never have unread emails in my inbox. I get a lot of emails. I do this, I do that. So she's telling them what she can do, but she's doing it creatively. She's not saying I am tax oriented, goal oriented, and I'm IT specialist. All of those things are crap, right? So you get to read all of this because I don't want to start doing that. Now let me show you what I now put in mind when I was sending out cover letters, right? Mine starts out this way because now you know my role is paid media advertising. Okay, so I said, dear hiring manager, at that point I've not even started using names. This was in 2023, by the way. If we're playing a game of truth, two truths and a lie, you know what? No, let me show you what I did for ZI. Yes, this would be a lot better. Guess what? This was in April of 2023. Omo, I've applied though. I used to apply those years. Father Lord. I sent this mail to. This one was the one I sent to Pulse. Yes. Let me show you the one. Can you see my screen, everybody?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yes. I applied to Pulse March 2023. Right? The Pulse that recently sent me a mail, actually reached out to me on LinkedIn. Right? I sent this mail to them in 2023. This is the mail I sent. Dear HR, if we are playing a game, if we are playing truth and a lie, I'll say the following. I've exceeded my marketing KPI by at least 30%. I've spent 6 years working in paid media. And 3, I have an amazing job at Pulse Africa. The last, of course, is the lie for now. See prophecy. I need to gloat. I need to shout. Are you see the prophecy right there? I got this 2023 March. I said I have an amazing job at Pulse Africa. The last, of course, is the lie for now. And yes, as at that time, it was a lie. But it was just for a while, right? So continuing, and I said, I feel like what I currently do is what Pulse Africa needs. I work in an agency remotely as a senior media buyer. Then I now start talking about it from a paid media perspective, okay? So managing the online marketing campaigns with multiple channels and ensuring that the KPIs are met. Now, you see, I did not say I am a tax-oriented goal with a conceptualizing, implementing the innovative flagadouche stuff. No. Now, I now wrote something here that is also a bit of a spice, where I said, I love nothing more than running paid media ads, probably because I see Facebook pixels. That's a paid media joke. If you're in paid media, you understand. You don't actually see a Facebook pixel, or you can see a Facebook pixel, right? So I'm now going to talk about my experience. I have experience with Google PPC and display, Facebook, LinkedIn, analytics, WordPress, email marketing tools, good content and copywriting skills. I now said I love being able to do something I shouldn't do, like fixing some random piece of code, despite never having trained in any sort of scripting. So I'm saying that I can even fix code, though, even though I don't know how to code, but somehow I just like doing things I don't know how to do well, right? And it's like saying I'm dedicated, attention to details. Then I said I am dedicated and hardworking, pay attention to details, a problem solver, and good at maths. If you need someone who can dig into data and see what's working and what's not, and challenge the status quo, let's talk. And I said, oh, and if you need someone who is great with Microsoft suits for marketing presentations and reporting, I excel at them. Do you know that joke? Like, I excel at Microsoft Excel. I excel at them, and I put pun definitely intended. This is my own cover letter to Pulse. This is what I wrote them. They will come back. They couldn't have. Do you understand? I was like, I've attached my copy of my CV and portfolio. My name is Victor Angel Izewizwa, and I'll look to be your ad operations specialist. Looking forward to hearing from you. Regards. I don't know why I did not add my name, which is weird. right? But this is what I sent to Pulse. And maybe the babes read it and then she couldn't forget about me till even for a year until she now texted me back on LinkedIn. And this time I did now have to apply. So you see the creativity I'm talking about now, and the sprinkles of prophecy we also attached on top. So spice is needed. Do you understand? Spice is needed. It's a requirement. If you do, because now imagine you did this one. Where's that one? With this letter, I would like to express my highly skilled in conceptualizing and implementing. This is what 99% of every other person that will apply would do. So you have to become different. You have to be able to sell yourself in a very unique way. Do you understand? So everybody, I will send a link to, because this is actually going to be an assignment for everybody right now. I'll send a link to this. Read through the what's it called? The other emails. They're actually a couple, okay? And I'll also share my own cover letter with you, and even possibly that email too. That's the email content, okay? Read through everything. Take out time for the next, what's today? Today is Tuesday. So from now till Saturday, create your own creative cover letter. Can everybody do that? Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, do something very creative. I'll give you all of the stuff I have. But really, you can also thief some of the ideas I wrote, by the way. You can also thief it. But really express yourself. Okay? Make it dope. So this was one I did for, this is the one I did with what? ZI. No, this is not even ZI. This is for Pulse. Okay, if we are playing a truth of two games and a lie. There was another one where I said, let me check the one from this babe, because I also stole this babe's one. Oh, when someone asks me what I do for a living, let me check. This is if we are playing, this is for careers, this is for media buying. Okay, so this is even a different type. I think I should just copy these things and start putting together. This one, I wrote it to Daniel. I joined this company last year. Everything before they had to leave also. This is okay, never mind. Let me copy all of this and just add it for you. I had one document where I had all the cover letters combined. Hold on, let me see if I can find that one. Oh, yes, this is it. I'm going to share this with everyone. Okay, because I know I did one time where I combined them together. So there are different types I had written. Let me also add this one that I just copied from Daniel. Okay, then let me add this one that I copied from Pulse. Hold on. Yes, then I even had the one for LinkedIn messages. Yes, this one I wrote to I said, yeah. Yes, in fact, there are different types. Oh, I wrote a lot. Beautiful. So let me now see this one I did to Imba online class final. Let this person hold on. I want to check another style. Okay, this is imagine if we were. Now, this is another style. If we're playing two truths and a lie, here are my 3 statements. Okay, then I also wrote this. I'll share this document with you, no worries. If we're playing, here are my 3 statements. If we're playing, okay, so everything else, if we're playing, I think I've removed the one of when someone asks. Let me check my, let me see when someone, yes, Rolly Thunder, thank you. This one was in This one was 2021. This agency was in South Africa for these guys, Digital Mastermind. This time I was still learning how to. This one is the older one. When someone asks me what I do for a living, the only thing I want to say right now is I'm a digital marketing specialist at Golden Thunder. So the name of the company was called Golden Thunder. This job description just looks so perfect for me. Yes, getting your job got me excited, and writing all of that. So I'm also going to put this out for you because no, I'm not using this one. I'm using this one. Let me see. No, let's not use that. Let me see here. Let's not use IZ. Let's use not Dominicas. Let's use not LinkedIn. Yes, so let's put that somewhere here. Okay, so I'm going to share this with you. In fact, where's the link to this? Yes, the link to this would be, so I'll call it lead link. Why I didn't, I just got on Splash. No, just a creative what? Cover letters. Apply what? Applications. So, I'm going to send this to you after this call ends. Are we good? Sir,
Yes,
do
sir.
you write different cover letters for different positions at different places? Yes, you might want to do so. Sometimes, this also depends on you first discovering what you want to do. Okay, so a lot of times, if it's digital marketing, you can have one cover letter that speaks to digital marketing as a whole. Okay, and then you can also use that for the different forms. But there are times where maybe it's a specialist role. If they say SEO specialist or something specialist, you might want to just tweak your CV, your cover letter in a way that it speaks more to SEO. Okay, so for me now, you see why I have a long list is that I've always been tweaking, editing, shifting. So you can even just plan it, create different types for different roles, because it's just a one-time thing. Do you understand? So yes, is there nothing like a cover letter you use? Is there anything a cover letter used for different application? You can have one for different applications. It depends. It just basically depends on how you write it. If you write it in a way that can speak to multiple roles, sure. And if you need to write it more specialized to a particular role, you can also do that, depending on the role, really. Okay. Any other question? Because today we have to finish this call early.
No, from my end, sir.
Yeah. I don't think we should have. I'm going to send that link and then we continue from there. I'll put out the recording to this class. So I know today we just talked about cover letters alone. So please start writing your cover letters. Also use Google Docs and you just share the link with me so that if I need to edit, I can just edit it there. Remember that when you're sharing with me, make sure that you put, okay, Fisayo, make sure that when you share with me, you give me edit access. Okay, so anyone can edit, and then if I need to edit, I'll let you know, or we'll just review it together. Yes, Fisayo, over to you. Olua Fisayo. Wisdom, over to you.
Sir, okay. For this cover letter now, I just wanted to ask,
Yes.
can AI be this creative?
Yes, you would need AI too.
Okay, did you write anyone with AI?
You know, when I started writing most of those ones, AI wasn't. I'm older than AI. Father Lord.
Power.
Oh God. It's not like I'm older than AI. I mean, like I was doing things because this 2021, 2022, even this 2023 is the most, like that Pulse one now. It was without AI, right? But I think the most recent ones, I now started using AI to add. But as at then, I wasn't using AI. But yes, you should use AI also. But the goal is tell AI In fact, speaking of AI, let's even enter AI right now. Can you see my screen I'm sharing my screen again. Can anyone see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so write a very creative cover letter for a paid media manager with 7 years experience who has managed over 1 million across different verticals and industries. Be sure to add. So what I like to use a lot of times is an anecdote to it. Okay, so I like to use anecdotes for my writing. So if you click on enter, okay, so it says, dear hiring manager, I still remember the day I decided to test a bold new strategy on a campaign for a client in the e-commerce space. I spent hours analyzing data, looking for patterns, and identifying a gap where the competitors were missing opportunities. With a limited budget, the stakes were high, but I was confident. I made the adjustment, this. By the time I woke up, I then literally put the ROI, this. So this is now an anecdote. So what is an anecdote, in case you are asking me? Anecdote, rather.
Anecdote.
It is a short or amusing, interesting story about a real incident or person. So I like to use this in my cover letters.
Anecdote.
An anecdote. Okay? A short, amusing, or interesting story about a real incident. So that's what you have here highlighted. Okay? So what I can now also do is, hello, do you need anything else? Let everyone breathe. Don't disturb me. So this for me still seems a bit too blur, right? I'm like, use an anecdote that. So now that I realize you guys can use AI, let's drop it to Friday, not Saturday. It's an anecdote that doesn't necessarily talk about work directly. Okay, so is ChatGPT hanging? I've given it serious. Okay, now it has to be very creative. Can you hear me well? I hope it's not my connection that is. My connection broke.